heed this warning about gold and silver. And of course, I am not negative about gold and silver. I love gold and silver. I stack gold and silver, but there is no doubt that we are seeing some crazy market moves, and let's just talk about it. So let's look at gold. Over a month at this point, gold has hit basically every single day nominal all-time highs. Of course, certain days it didn't, but for the most part, it has been going higher and higher and higher, well past its all-time high that we hit not that long ago. Silver is approaching $30 an ounce for the first time in years, and could even approach higher than that. If it goes over 30, many people predict that that is the breaking point where silver really breaks out. Now, of course, I don't have a crystal ball, and neither do they. So I want to warn you about going overzealous, gung-ho, going all in on gold and silver. Of course, you should be stacking it, but you should definitely listen to what I'm about to say. Now, let's start by taking a look at the current silver chart. We're going to look here on SD Bullion's website. You can see right now, silver is sitting at $29.06. It is over $29 an ounce, and that's actually a little bit down from where it was not long ago. $29.79 is its peak just today. $29 an ounce. If we look at this in a 1 month chart, you can see March 12th, we had silver at $24.14. It has increased almost $5 an ounce and over $5 an ounce if you look at today's peak. Taking a look at gold, like I said, it's been hitting nominal all-time highs for a month straight, basically. I mean, it took a little bit of a dip here, but look at this. It just continues to ride up and up and up. Every one of these peaks is basically a new all-time high. And for the first time ever, gold is sitting at $2,400 per ounce. And I would be a flat out liar if I said that I wasn't at least a little excited about what's going on with gold and silver right now. It's definitely creating a lot of excitement around the stacking community. A lot of people that are into gold, into silver, watching more of our videos, which is great for us as YouTubers, but more importantly, leaving comments and letting us know how excited they are about the price. Now, of course, we do have other comments from people who kind of echo my worry, which is what I'm about to talk to you about in today's video, and that's cautious optimism. Now, I say cautious optimism because I have been stacking silver for decades, and multiple decades I have been stacking silver, and I say to be cautiously optimistic about what's going on. It's exciting to see it go up, and keep in mind, I would actually like for it to stay down because I'm not done stacking. I want to add more to my stack. Seeing it go up is great for the excitement around silver, but I would actually prefer it to be lower because if I only have $500 to spend on silver, if it's lower, I get more silver for my $500 than if it's higher. But, aside from that, cautious optimism should be key. Because what I have seen over my decades of stacking silver and gold for this matter, and this is with other markets as well. I mean, anyone who invests in anything or stacks for, as far as gold and silver are concerned, they know that what goes up usually does come down at least a little bit, even if temporarily. So you're going to have what's going to happen. This is what I'm worried about. Again, I don't know what every individual is going to do, but what I'm concerned about happening is people getting really, really excited about gold, getting really, really excited about silver. And then kind of like what happened with the silver squeeze, kind of like what happened when, we had the banking scares of last year. What happened? Well, a lot of people went into it heavy. They said, this is it. This is the next GameStop or the AMC or the next Bitcoin. And silver is going to be my catalyst. And, people are saying when it goes over 30, the next stop is 50. And that's like double the value. And I should get in now. And so they're going to over-stack, over-invest, buy silver. Now, those people are not stacking silver for the same reason that me and a lot of my viewers are. But those people that I am talking about, regardless of whether or not they believe in silver like you and I do, and I am specifically talking to you guys that stack, the same reason I do, which is to have a savings account that is not the dollar because none of us trust a dollar. But those people that are wanting to buy in the silver because they think it's going to make them a ton of money, they very well could be wrong. And so we had those comments back in the silver squeeze. I've talked about this on the channel before, but on Salivate's Metals channel, and this isn't anything with Sal. Sal's a great guy. He releases a lot of great content, very knowledgeable. But the commenters that I saw on one of his videos a while back, I had saw one guy who said that he literally he took out a second mortgage on his house to go all in on silver. And I just worry that when you see people leaving comments like that, when you see people, if they meant that, like if he actually did that, I mean, if he did that during the silver squeeze, I'm going to tell you something, even today at $29 an ounce, he could be underwater still because the premiums right after the silver squeeze were massive. We had silver, sitting in the 20s still, but we had Silver Eagle premiums, crossing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and climbing depending on where you were buying it. And so if he was putting, even now at $29 an ounce and approaching 30, if he did that, if he actually did that, he's still not going to do very well if he were to sell his silver today. Because what has happened is, even though spot price is definitely higher than it was back then, no doubt about it, even though spot price is higher, the premiums are much, much lower. And what you can sell silver for is a lot less than what you could have sold it for back then as far as a premium is concerned. Now, of course, with the premiums being down, that means that you can buy more silver, based on spot price, because even though silver might be sitting at 29 right now, if you can get rounds for just, a couple of dollars over spot, then you can buy them for, much closer to spot price, which means it's even cheaper than it was a lot of the time during the silver squeeze, right? But what we have to worry about now is not the premiums dropping, but we have to worry about spot price dropping itself. So let's take a look at what I mean by looking at the spot price again. But look at this, by the way. Since the beginning of this video, spot has already dropped back down to 28.57. So we are seeing a lot of volatility. But if we zoom out here, so we're going to go, let's go to all here. You can see this has happened many times. If you look at here, I was talking about 2011. Well, shoot, silver hit almost $50 an ounce here. It peaked at $47.34 before it took a massive dive. And you can see it continued the drop outside of little peaks and valleys here and there going over the next few years until we hit the teens on silver once again. And even after that, you can see it continued to slowly decline. So even though you can buy the silver a lot cheaper based on spot price, if that spot price declines, then once again, you're going to be in the same situation that those people were when they overbought during the silver squeeze. So I guess my point in making this video, and really what I wanted to portray to you talking about this today, is that, look, I'm very cautiously optimistic about what silver's doing. It is going to be very volatile. It could definitely go back up. I don't even know what silver's going to be when you see this video. It could go under 28 before it closes today, or it could go over 30, or it could open up on Monday and go down to 25. I don't know. But whatever you do, and what I do know, is that be prepared for any moves that it makes. So don't buy silver if you're going to regret if it goes down. If you're going to wake up and say, gosh darn it, I wish I would have waited. Or if you're going to wake up and say, oh, I threw my money away because it went down a little bit. If you are not prepared to handle those massive market moves, if you're not prepared to handle the volatility that silver is going to bring when it goes up as quickly as it does, you need to wait. Yes, I think you should be buying silver. And if you are buying silver today, you should be looking for the best deals. I am continuing to add silver to my stack even today, but I'm doing so cautiously. I'm doing so thoughtfully. I'm looking for good deals, and I'm looking to add silver to my stack where I can without completely going gung-ho and saying, oh my gosh, I hope I don't miss a $50 silver rise. I better put all my money into it. I'm spending the money that I know I can afford to lose, or at least that I can afford to wait to get back if I ever needed to sell it, because I do not want to see you have to sell your silver. I've already said in this video that, you shouldn't buy silver with the intent to sell it anyway. You should be buying, and again, this is my opinion. I know I've said it many times, but I just want to emphasize, in my opinion, you should be buying silver as a way to get your money out of the dollar. You should not be buying it to make more dollars. But if you ever do find yourself in a situation where you need to sell it because you didn't keep enough dollars aside to cover whatever emergency might come your way, then you might be forced to sell your silver, and you might be forced to sell it at a bad time. So if you bought it today with silver sitting at like $28.60 and you paid, let's say $2, so you paid $30.60 an ounce, and then silver drops $5, and then you're in a car accident and you need to have surgery, and you have to sell your silver because you didn't have that savings account ready to go for you, well, unfortunately, now you're going to take a loss. So I think, again, all in my opinion, that silver is incredibly important to get your money out of the dollar. I love silver. I do believe silver should be in the mid-30s. I'm really excited to see what it's been doing lately. I hope that for you guys, it does what you want it to do. For me, I hope it kind of stays low so I can keep adding to my stack. But ultimately, eventually, I am going to want it to go up, right? But I want to keep adding to my stack, so I hope it stays low. I would love to know what you wanted to do, though. So do me a favor and leave a comment down below and let me know. But be prepared for some massive volatility with silver. We definitely could see a massive pullback after these crazy climbs, because the people that are buying in the silver, especially the paper silver market, they are going to want to take profits. And when they take massive profits, when you have people that have millions of ounces of silver in paper, and they want to sell it and take a profit because they bought it at 23 and now it's 28, well, my golly, I bet a lot of them are going to do it, aren't they? And that's what causes a massive pullback. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. It helps me continue to grow, and I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next time. Check out this video above if you haven't seen that one yet. And other than that, have a great rest of your day.